Today we find out, can you beat Fallout 3 as a pacifist? For this run, I chose Boy because, well, I'm not really fighting anyone, so the Black Widow perk won't come in handy. Then I chose Gandhi, one of the best pacifists, either him or MLK. Tried to make him look like Gandhi, but I had not a lot of options, so I just looked like a bald and old man. And my dad says you'll look beautiful, which is obviously a lie. I put the points into endurance, charisma, and intelligence because, well, I don't really need to fight anyone, so it won't really matter. Talk to Butch. For once, I actually gave him my sweet role since I'll be a nice guy, even if I get pushed around a bit. After that, Butch yelled at me and called me another B word that's not his name. Very nice of him. Yeah. Like I said before in the last video, I don't feel like playing as a baby, so we're just gonna pretend me killing a rad roach just, well, never happens. By the way, it took me so many shots to kill that rad roach. I don't know why I sucked so hard that time. After that, I shot my dad in the head. Since I can't kill him either, don't worry, it's no big deal. After that, I talked to Butch and used my speech to tell him to knock it off, and he said, alright. Then I took the goat and chose my special skills. And for my special skills, some of them were quite obvious, but others weren't. I chose explosives, even though I never leveled that up again, because if I got level 24 explosives, I could disarm the town from a ton. Besides that, I chose speech and medicine. Then, after dealing with the people in the vault, I convinced Butch to help save his grandmother. And he was so grateful, he officially named me an honorary tunnel snake. After that, I ran away from everyone in the vault, because I can't fight back, obviously, and decided to go to the terminal and hack it so I can leave the vault. After doing that, I finally left the vault to get some fresh air. And by fresh air, I mean irradiated air that melts your lungs. Ah, isn't Fallout beautiful? After leaving the vault and becoming blind, I went to Megaton and actually fixed the bomb for them. I did use my speech to get some caps for it though, and if I didn't do that, I would have gotten a free house. So, yeah. Also, I didn't have anywhere to live throughout the whole game, so maybe I shouldn't have done that, but oh well. After that, it was time for me to run through some subway tunnels, run away from some super mutants and some ghouls, everyone's favorite. Eventually, I made it to Three Dog Studio, where I let the Brotherhood do all the work. Now, they really want you to nuke a super mutant behemoth, but you don't have to. All you have to do is just hide, because the super mutant behemoth can't get past this little doorway, and Cyrano Lyons is a essential character, so eventually she will kill him after waiting for 10 to 20 minutes. After that, you talk to Three Dog, and he told me where to go. Now, for this challenge, I was only going to use a companion if it was absolutely necessary, like if I absolutely needed to clear something out, or a very special reason, which I will reveal later. Anyway, I just ran away from super mutants as they shot at me as I grabbed the dish. Usually I get stuck in this place for hours, but this only took 5 minutes because I played Fallout 3 so much, I no longer get stuck in that part. So after fixing Free Dog's radio station, I upped my medicine a bit, got 100 in speech, and picked Swift Learner once again. Nice. After that, I went to Tenpenny Tower. Yeah, I wanted the ghoul mask. Usually if I do side quests, I don't really show them unless they're very important to the run. But the ghoul mask will come in handy because I'm a pacifist. And since I don't want to attack people, ghouls won't attack me with it on. So, I decided to go to Tenpenny Tower to help them out. So I met with Roy Phillips, and he told me he wants to kill everyone in the tower, and I told him no, that's a bad idea. Instead, I'll use my speech. Since I have 100 speech, I should easily be able to talk to bigots into leaving the tower so they can invite the ghouls. So that was my plan. Fight battles with words, kids. Use words, don't use bullets. I then went to each bigot indirectly and told them that, hey, ghouls are coming in here whether you like it or not, and they threw a hissy fit and left. Pretty easy, honestly. And you get a bunch of money and you get the ghoul mask. So the good karma, non-violent option is actually the best one, because you could fill this place with ghouls and murder everyone, or you can just murder the ghouls downtown. But this is the best option for your pockets and for your karma. After that, I finally got the ghoul mask, and it was time for me to go off to find my dad. I met with Dr. Lee, and she told me where he was, in the purifier. So I went to the purifier. It turns out he was nowhere there. Instead, there was a bunch of super mutants who wanted to kill me. I ran away from super mutants a lot in this run. Anyway, after that, I picked up a bunch of voice recordings to figure out where my dad was. And after that, it was time for me to enter the simulation. Now, what I'm going to do is quite controversial. You see, there's two different ways out. One, the bad karma one, where you kill and torture people, and the second one is where you murder them all. But I chose the bad karma one, because let me explain. This is a simulation. So, if you kill someone, they do not die for real. They stay in the simulation and stay alive. So, I had to kill people in this simulation so I don't kill them for real. That being said, that is why I did the things that I did. So, I dropped a chandelier on her, murdering her. Nice. After that, doing some quests, it was time for me to become the hash-slinging slasher. Actually, that's not what I become. I become the pint-sized slasher. But, if you could tell me what that reference was before, you'll get absolutely nothing. Just a little bit of my respect, which isn't really worth much. I'm not worth much as a person. Anyway, after freeing my dad, I talked to him and it was time to get Project Purity back online. But to do that, I was going to have to cure out some super mutants, which I couldn't kill anything. So, I went to the scrapyard and got Dogmeat, who I loved before this playthrough. Dogmeat kind of sucks, not gonna lie. He's invincible and does damage, but unless you're like right next to him, he doesn't attack anyone, which was very annoying. So, yeah, after that, I kind of never wanted to use Dogmeat again because he annoyed the crap out of me. Anytime he did take a serious amount of damage, I just used the stim pack on him until he finished the job and I told him to leave. And luckily, I never had to see his dumb dog face again. I know I'm going to get a million dislikes because I called a dog dumb because people love animals. And I don't blame them. Dogs are cool, but Dogmeat sucks. And if you tell me otherwise, I'll make an entire video explaining why he's the worst Fallout companion. Anyway, after that, I watched General Oliver die. And then my dad told me to leave and get milk and never come back, just like he did. So, that was my goal. After that, I watched Dr. Lee fight Enclave soldiers with a malice. Then I hid. Apparently, you don't have to fight the Enclave members over here. I was worried I was going to get Dogmeat or another companion, but nope. All you had to do was hide and just wait for Dr. Lee to fix the computer. And since I had the ghoul mask, the ghouls down here didn't even affect me. So yeah, that came out pretty handy, not gonna lie. After that, I went to the Citadel, talked to the Brotherhood. They told me where to find the Gek, and it was time to go to Vault 87. Luckily, I had a child at heart, so I was able to walk in there. And I actually had enough science for once to go down the alternate route. You see, there is actually a terminal with a door there, where you can just, well, convince the kids at Camp Lamplight to power it so you can go through. But you need to hack the terminal first. And since I had enough science, I was able to do that. Then it was time for me to run through a horde of super mutants. Luckily, if you open a door to another side, then just reload to where you open the door, they don't spawn in next to you. So I did that a lot. And then I actually had enough science to save Fawkes, who was gonna come in handy. You see, I've never actually had him as a companion before, because I always had bad karma, or I just didn't have enough science. And he was a great companion. I had freedom before, but that was only on bad karma runs, so he couldn't really follow me out. But I'll explain why I made him a companion later. After that, I was captured by the Enclave, where they may or may not have done horrific experiments while I was passed out. They don't tell you they did, but it's Fallout, so you never know. After that, I was let go to talk to John Henry Eden, used speeds to convince the officer not to shoot at me, met with the president, and he gave me a vial to poison the water. Sadly, I'm doing the pacifist route, so I can't fulfill the president's wishes, you know, the greatest U.S. president we ever had, John Henry Eden. And it makes no sense why you get bad karma for fulfilling his wishes, because it's for the good of mankind. Anyway, after that spiel about me being a masochistic American patriot, I met with Fawkes. I tried to talk to him, but I couldn't get through to him until eventually I could. And since I had good karma, I got him as a companion. And I am not joking. The instant I got him as a companion, I fast traveled to a place and I got jumped immediately by Talent Company. I didn't really know how good he was going to be. I assumed he was going to be pretty good, to say the least, because he's a super mutant. But he was way better than I expected, because he just tore through them, just destroyed them. I mean, it makes sense. You have to almost completely beat the game for him to be a companion. Anyway, after that, I met with Elder Lyons, and it was time to do the assault to take back the water. She taught me how to use power armor, so with power armor, Fawkes and Liberty Prime looks a lot bigger in Fallout 4. Is he? Or is that just me? It might just look like that because of the better graphics. I don't really know. Anyway, after falling Liberty Prime, back to the water purifier, I then was able to talk down Colonel Autumn from killing me with the power of speech. Remember, kids, solve your problems with words. Violence is bad. After that, I was able to talk to Fawkes. Yes, this is why I got him as a companion, so he can go into the purifier room and we all live. I mean, technically we live no matter what, but just pretend the DLC doesn't exist. And yeah, I proved once and for all you can beat Fallout 3 as a pacifist, if you don't count the Rad Roach, of course. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. Peace out.